Hi Virgo, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing well. And this is a general reading for any sun, moon, or rising Virgo sign. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, and we have the Queen of Cups. So in looking at the Page of Pentacles, I get a sense of he's standing there, he's holding the pentacle, and it's starting where you are at the present moment. And it's a matter of gaining experience, of learning, wanting to learn. And in life you have to develop knowledge and you have to hone your judgment. And so whether this is something new, whether it's an experience that you've been through or what have you, this is a sense of perhaps studying, taking note of, taking classes, and again, maybe observing others who have more experience, talking with others who have more experience, getting advice. It's applying the skill, and it's the skills necessary to move up the court to knight and then to king. So it's using the Pentacles suit of pragmatic approach, of common sense, of being devoted, of being studious, of being perhaps serious about it, and a slow pace. But there's a sense here of standing where you are right now, knowing that you have some way to go, that you have some lessons perhaps, or you have some more information that you need to develop and to perfect as you move through life and as you move through particularly the day. And thinking about this next to this Three of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, it's good to see it in reverse, because the first thing that comes to mind is looking at the swords, so much easier to remove, to pull out, and to let them fall out of the heart. And that's symbolic of letting go of sorrow. Let those punctures heal. And it's time for you to recover from whatever has happened, whether it's hurt feelings, a disappointment, being embarrassed, being lied to, perhaps being betrayed in a relationship. There's a spectrum of things that can hurt us within a day, a week, a month, or a year. And, this is part of life where you have to deal with it. And you have to acknowledge that, yes, I was hurt, but I need to put this behind me so that I can move forward, so that I can take this painful life lesson and make it work for me, instead of keeping me in a sad or a depressive place. And again, we hear it all the time, but these life lessons, and sometimes we don't want to hear it, but these life lessons are there to help us grow spiritually and to come to terms with life is not perfect. And you have to make do with what you have. And so the Three of Swords, a hurt, something that has really caused some damage within your heart, within your soul, your body, but let the wound begin to heal. And in this sense of healing, here we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is she's emotionally deep, she's emotionally aware, she has high emotional intelligence, and so I think that she's here to help whatever is happening with the hurt. And the Queen of Cups is a wonderful energy. Not only does she have unconditional love, but she provides support. She's sensitive, she's intuitive, she'll understand where you're coming from and will listen to you without judgment. So her kindness and her support and her love can go a long way in helping to to feel better. She is someone that you would be able to trust her advice. And she may be simply lending a sympathetic ear and nurturing you and saying, it's okay, you'll get through this. So again, you know, you always see the cards, and the cards present this little story that is a parable for life, which is what we deal with. Sometimes we get disappointed, we get embarrassed, we get hurt. We have to rely on the people, the loving energies of people around us to help support us. We also have to think about where we are and how we're going to move forward, and not let this keep us in this place that's not going to help us. So let's take a look at the numbers. We have 1 and 4 and 5. So 5 is about adjustment, flexibility. It can be new cycles, it could be challenges or conflicts. Ultimately, it can be about freedom. And you know, getting past this hurt may open up more avenues for you and may allow you to feel more free. And so let's take a look at what the oracle cards want to tell us for this reading. Oh, loneliness. Yeah. So even though we know that we're not alone, we certainly feel loneliness. There are times when people feel alone and without support. You could be in a relationship, you could be married, and you still may feel lonely. There's no guarantee that you're going to feel supported and within a family. With loneliness, you just have to realize that you have support from the universe. And I think that if you have these feelings, you could say, yeah, I feel a little down today. I feel like I don't have any friends. I don't have anyone to talk to. Then you have to think about, well, what can I do next? What can I do to improve this? Do I need to join a meetup group? Do I need to join a sewing circle? Do I need to go to some kind of group thing to meet people to talk to? If you continue to stay home and to be alone and to not put yourself out there, then you have to accept the consequences of that, and that's perhaps you feel alone. Maybe you begin to feel more independent and you realize that you don't have to physically be with someone, that you can be alone and not feel lonely. But certainly everyone feels lonely at times. And, with this hub in the center here, we're all connected. I think that's what this illustration is trying to show. We're all connected. But it's human nature to feel lonely. And it's just a matter of how we respond to it. If we continue to let it fester and to build, then that's not so good for our health. But if we recognize what's going on, and it's just maybe a simple matter of reaching out to a friend, sending an email, getting together, something to lift the spirit. So it's quite talk about synchronicity in terms of looking at the Three of Swords in reverse. So I hope that you found something helpful today with this reading. If you did, be the awesome tarot person that you are. If you're new, subscribe. And if you're a regular, I thank you and I appreciate you very much. And comment, let me know how you're doing, like, share, all that good stuff. And I will see you again tomorrow for another daily tarot reading. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.